So Brian Steihler, and I'm the golf course superintendent at Highlands Country Club in Western North Carolina. The golf course opened in 1928, and it's a Donald Ross design. It was a resort for a lot of folks from Atlanta and Florida who would stay up here for the summer. So it's a seasonal club. A lot of our members, this is their second, third, and even fourth club. They care more about this membership and they're more passionate about the club here than other clubs that they belong to. One thing that's very unique about Highlands is our rainfall total. So this is considered a temperate rainforest, and when you have 100+ inches of rain a year, it's like growing grass in a petri dish. So we use all the tools we have in order to keep the turf healthy through the summer. We used a floating head for a number of years. We were having to do a lot of double cutting to get the green speeds that I wanted with a floating head. And through a couple peers in the industry, I learned of Baroness and tried them out. Here we are a couple years later, and I'm sold on Baroness, and we'll use these fixed head walk mowers for the remainder of my career. When we switched to the Baroness mowers, I was able to achieve the speeds that I wanted with just single cutting. So that was a big factor in making that switch. You know, you can get into the bench set versus effective height of cut, and certainly I think with a floating head, your effective height of cut could be a little bit higher, and I think I like the thought of having more weight on the turf and just more down pressure compared to a floating head. And I think all that combined obviously leads to faster greens. At Highlands Country Club, we top dress greens every 7 or 14 days, depending on the time of year. But what was interesting when we started using the Baroness mowers is I could top dress and the mowers would come back, and the mechanic couldn't even tell that we top dressed that morning. So it was kind of interesting that the steel is so strong that it holds up better through sand, top dressings, aerification. You get a lot more time out of bed knot and reels than I was experienced with other manufacturers. Now that we have all our greens mowers or Baroness, we'll be switching out our tee and approach mowers to Baroness in another 2 years. Next time we do a major equipment purchase, I'm certainly going to look at the fairway mowers and rough mowers, and I expect the quality to be there the same as it is with the greens mowers. So I'm excited about that going forward, and also understanding that the wait times to receive equipment is not an issue as it can be with some other manufacturers. We've had no issues with the mowers whatsoever. From a quality standpoint, they feel solid, they look solid. From a user standpoint, they're very user friendly, very simple. Doesn't have near the grease points and things like that other mowers I've used had. So I think it's user friendly, it's maintenance friendly. Best of all, it delivers an excellent quality of cut. The consistency of our greens has improved as well in terms of using these mowers, and then some of our other cultural practices that we've combined with the use of these mowers, and we're seeing a lot more consistency across the board and green speeds that stay the same pretty much year round.